Alrighty, now that I have had some breakfast and have gotten myself situated for the day, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning and I have a really full day today. So I thought it would be a good day to bring you guys along with me for a day in the life. I feel like I can't even really put a title on the day in the life because I don't know what this would be. Day in the life of a work from home mom, day in the life of a breathwork teacher, day in the life of a wellness coach. I don't really know, y'all. It's just a day in the life today. So I made breakfast for myself. Press already got his breakfast. The girls are up getting ready for school. We will be going to the library today, but today at the library, it'll just be me, Preston, and Penelope. So it'll be a short time. But after they finish getting their schoolwork done, they usually like to play on the gaming computers. And so that will give me some time to finish getting things situated for the client that I have tonight for a Synastry reading. When I do astrology consultations, I have a little system that I use for getting my notes done for the person's chart, and I have like a ton of these note cards, which is basically how I organized everything that I was learning for like the last couple of years, for every type of chart, transit, aspect, house, planet, all of that. So especially for Synastry. So basically what I like to do for Synastry is go through the cards and pull out all the cards that match the aspects to the chart that I'm looking at. And then from there, I can start building my picture and putting my notes together, and just getting everything organized in the way that I want to present it to whoever I'm going to be talking to. In this case, there's usually a lot of dialogue back and forth with the Synastry consult. So they typically tend to start telling me all kinds of stuff once I hit the nail on something. And then we kind of just go from there, and it just further confirms that the astrology is correct and that my notes are right. So nonetheless, that is tonight at 8:30. So that's a pretty late consult, but that's fine. It's a little easier for me to do them late like that. But I do have a breathwork consult this morning, so I'm really excited about that. She found me on TikTok, of course, and she's been following me for a while, but I'm running a special right now on breathwork consults for $88, and it's an hour long, and we're going to talk. I'm going to basically do like a little mini workshop and share like what breathwork is and how it works and all of that. And then we'll touch on kind of just what's going on with her in her own inner space so that I can put together a little list of what type of breathwork would be the most beneficial for her to do, and a small schedule for how she can incorporate the different breath techniques like into her day-to-day life. So that will be also actually in just a little while. I actually have that consult before we leave for the library. So while I'm getting prepared for that consultation, the kids should be getting themselves situated and ready for school. And then we will go from there. It's going to be like, today's going to be a long day. Hi.
My name is Carrie, I'm so very fly, oh my, it's a little bit scary. Boys wanna marry, looking at my dairy. And you can stare, but if you touch it, I'm a berry. Pretty as a picture, sweeter than a swisher. Mad cause I'm cuter than the girl that's with you. I don't gotta talk about it, baby, you can see it. But if you won't, I'll be happy to repeat it. My name is Carrie, I'm so very fly, oh my, it's a little bit scary. Boys wanna marry, looking at my dairy. And you can stare, but if you touch it, I'm a berry. Pretty as a picture, sweeter than a swisher. Mad cause I'm cuter than the girl that's with you. I can talk about it cause I know that I'm pretty. And if you know it too, then baby, sing it with me. Oh, I don't leave it out again. No question what this girl's intent.
Okay, so I'm all done with my consult. I'm going to film 2 videos for TikTok that I will edit later. So I'm going to do that right now while I'm all breathed up.
Then they love to hate, but all the bad model girls, they love to date. You need to check my swag, get up to date, check my swag.
Most people are breathing up here in the chest, in the shoulders tight, breath is only getting this far. But I want to try something. I want you to breathe from deep down into your belly. Here's what we're going to do. Put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And when you take a breath, I want you to breathe deep down into your belly so that you feel your belly push your hand out.
Do you see it? She's living her life. Even if she acts like she don't want the limelight. But maybe
okay, so that's in the drafts. I do have a script, and I don't follow it to the T at all. I use the script so that I can get a really good hook, or so that I can set up a call to action. But when I start recording, a lot of times I go off into my own tangent and I end up just saying whatever it is that I want to say. But I always try to pull the focus back to either the call to action if I'm trying to like gain something out of the video, or I like to see what it gives me for a hook. So sometimes it might say, the hook would be like, stop scrolling, I have something that I want to say, right? And so then I'll say what I'm gonna say in my own authentic voice, because I feel like chat cannot and does not always do a great job of replicating like real humanness, and especially like my own real humanness. Like I like to think that I'm a pretty unique and interesting person sometimes. I have a way that I talk and communicate, like I have a way that I joke and I say things in real life, and so that's something that really just can't be duped. So I'll use the script to say the hook, or I'll practice the little hooky part, and then I'll say what I gotta say. And then if there's something that needs to be said at the end that is important, I'll make sure that I come back and use that. So sometimes I might like look off because I gotta clip it in to see. So that's recorded. I can edit that sometime later on today or tomorrow, but it's filmed and it's in the phone. And then I need to do one more. I ended up recording a breathwork video for Patreon, and then we headed out so that we can get started with our school day. We came to the library and the kids worked on their online curriculums, and then when they were done with that, I let them play for just a bit. This is just Penelope showing me an ice cream shop that she made out of Legos, which is super creative. It looks really dope. And then while they played, I ended up finishing up the notes that I need for tonight's chart reading. All right, you guys. So we're back at home. We went to the library. Everybody finished up with their curriculum assignments. We also worked on our math. And then when they were both done with that, I got started just again moving through the notes that I'm working on for these astrology charts. And my whole thing with the notes is like I really like to be very thorough, and there's so many aspects when it comes to examining two people's charts together and the relationship charts that I'm still not done like building my collection of notes. So while I do have a lot of note cards and I do have a lot of the aspects and stuff all listed out in my notebooks, sometimes I come across charts where I don't have the information for their particular placements. And so what I like to do is obviously first go in with what I know out of my own knowledge. And then I always use the textbooks. And so I have a ton of textbooks on synastry, relationship astrology, and comparison of charts. And so I'm always going to pull information from each of those textbooks so that I can just have a comprehensive and really detailed and thorough explanation of what each of the placements mean. And then from there, what I'm doing is I'm looking for like an overall theme to the relationship in and of itself. And then when I get on the call with whoever I'm talking to, then we kind of fill in the rest of the blanks together. So we pushed the time of the appointment back to 9 o'clock tonight. So hopefully I can get this conversation done in 2.5 to 3 hours. And a typical chart reading with a client is not going to take that long. But again, like most of my clientele for astrology is going to be word of mouth. It's going to be because someone recommended a friend of someone or what have you. So a lot of times if I know the person or if I know them through a friend or we're like mutual contacts and stuff like that, I always kind of expect for the conversations to go just a little longer than if I were probably talking to like a complete stranger, because people really don't have time like that. And I mean, my time is valuable as far as payment options go. I can't say that you get this much time or, this for this, and then we're going over time by like hours. That doesn't make any sense. So I have several hours before I have to hop on the call. It's about 5 o'clock now, so I'm going to get ready to actually wrap this on up. I'm pretty much done anyways with this, and then I'm going to go make dinner. We are going to do shrimp chow mein tonight. So I'm going to get ready to go make some dinner, whip it up, and then honestly, I'm going to have to go out and do my walk tonight. I did not end up walking yesterday, and that is not exercising good discipline, and that is not walking in who you want to be, and that is not manifesting these things that we want to manifest. Most definitely, I am in an era where I am trying to basically just stay in good shape, right? I don't necessarily like I'd love to lose some weight, but that is not a like extreme major focus. I don't feel so dysmorphic that I feel like I have to lose this weight. But I also know that in keeping up with a consistent movement routine and in keeping up with a consistent diet that is not consisting of junk food, like weight loss is kind of like one of those inevitable things that will happen anyway. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And yeah, if I don't come back for a verbal after this, then thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And I will see you guys in the next vlog, but vlog's not over. I'm just going to stop talking now. Well, guys, after all that, I in fact did not have my astrology consultation last night. It is now Sunday morning, and I am just at Starbucks. I got some tea, and I have a breathwork consultation this morning. It's just a short one, 30 minutes, so I'm going to hop on Zoom and knock that out, and then head off to go run some Sunday errands. Well, I did not end up doing my astrology consult the other night. It is now Sunday. It's the middle of the day, and I'm off to the mall really quick. I want to try to pick something up. I have a friend whose birthday is actually today, and I will probably see them, I don't know, if not this week coming up, then I'll probably see them next week. And I need to get some stuff to sort of like complete my gift. So I'm running off to the mall real quickly, and then I am prepping some rice at home so that I can try to do some meal prep bowls for the week. And it's only going to be a couple. I thought that meal prepping last week would be a really good way to sort of, I guess, I feel like I want to say conserve food, but that's not really what I'm trying to say. I think that I just felt that it would be a good way to just reduce the stress on having to try to figure out like what we're going to eat every day. And you know, having stuff made ahead to just make life a little bit easier. I am not sure that meal prepping actually did anything for lessening the amount of groceries that I need to buy, because I feel like I already need to go back to the grocery store. That's kind of a bother. I'm so tired of buying groceries and like spending so much of the money that I get on food. I feel like so much of my income goes to food. It's freaking ridiculous. Like, if I didn't have to buy food, I would have so much more money. Like, it's hands down simple as that. I need to get some more bread, because clearly like stuff like that doesn't last multiple weeks inside of the house. The kids really like those pinwheel sandwiches that I made with the tortillas, so I do need to get some more tortillas, and maybe I'll make some more of those. So I will prep some lunches today. Other than that though, I don't know how many dinners I'm gonna prep, and so we'll see. I'm like, when we get down to like the last week of the month, I'm like, y'all, it's fend for yourself, man. But anyway, I hope everyone's having a great Sunday and you've had a really good week so far. I'm going to end the vlog here, and we will pick up with a new vlog for the upcoming week. I'll see you guys later.